Sound check, sound check, sound check. How's the sound? I know one of these mics works, one of these mics doesn't. I'm covered in dog hair as usual. Sound check, sound check. I'll check it on my iPad here. But if you're watching, if you come in, tell me if you can hear me. How's the sound? Sound check, sound check. Oh, sounds good. Sound is good. Oh my God, I'm covered in fucking dog hair. All right, tennis. Thank you very much. Sound is good. Don Scott, good to see you. Mysterio71. James, how are you? Hope everybody's good. Why is this person next to me listening to fucking music, or like holding their phone to their ear and listening to music? Well, why am I shooting a podcast at the Coffee Bean? Mainly because I had to get out of the house. You guys know I'm struggling with this dislocated shoulder, and I'm just home doing nothing. I did do some stuff today. I'll tell you about it. Hope everybody's good. Little pregame here. I bought Coffee Bean coffee. The first coffee bean I've had. I don't buy coffee from coffee shops. Not so much because of the expense, because I find these things are like burnt. Oh shit, there's my good friend Wilser coming in with a $20 super chat. Thank you very much, Wilser. Holy shit, man. How are you doing? No, it's not really music I like, James DeLapp. Wilser, what's going on, buddy? I can't wait to hang out with you. You and I are going to party pretty soon once I get my shoulder fixed. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for episode 100. I really appreciate it. Everybody say hello to Wilser. If you guys want to support me while I'm going through my dislocated shoulder, I have 3 weeks until surgery. And I'll talk about that more, but let's get this show on the road. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? I'm YOGI Steve on Hollywood Boulevard. You're watching ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy. Videos about high-powered scooters, high-powered bikes. Voromotors Podcast number 100. Thank you to Melvin, the owner of the company. Thank you to Voromotors for still supporting my very small podcast. We've been doing okay recently, getting at least 500 views on them, which I think is fine. But thank you, Melvin, for sticking with me while I'm out of action. I will not be back to work until probably February. But let me talk a little bit about what's going on at Voromotors, like I always try to do. Let them get their money's worth here. And let me tell you about the brands that they sell over at Voromotors. I have a pretty good setup here for internet. On my phone, I'm on my 5G, which seems to be working really good. And I have my laptop tied into the Coffee Bean internet, which is always pretty good. So if you're looking at electric scooters, Voromotors is the only place in the United States, Hawaii, maybe a couple other places as well, but definitely the United States to buy a vehicle. Their main line has always been the eMove line. You got the eMove Cruiser, the eMove Cruiser V2. This is my favorite sub $2,000 scooter. I love doing deliveries on it. I can't wait to get back on that vehicle. They have the eMove Roadrunner line, the eMove Roadrunner Pro 2 coming out probably early next year. Go to my academies on Facebook, okay? I have an eMove Roadrunner Academy, eMove Cruiser V2 Academy, Hookah Daytona Academy. I have the InMotion RS and Jet Academy. Some of those are good. Some of those are big. Some of those are small. What's up, Randall Gals? Good to see you. What's up, Retro Shaver Dude? But join my academies if you want to learn more about these vehicles. I love my Cruiser V2, love my Roadrunners. I still drive my V2 and my V3. I can't wait to get on the Roadrunner Pro 2, and that comes out next year. That's going to have pedals, upgraded frame. That's going to be a monster scooter. That's supposed to be going to be at least a 72-volt, 40-amp-hour vehicle. It's going to be sick. Voromotors also is a distributor, retail distributor for the InMotion line. You know, my biggest, fastest, favorite stand-up scooter to date is the InMotion RS. They've come out with an InMotion RS. I don't know if they're calling it a Pro or a 2.0, but an improved version of the RS. The RS had a couple of problems with the motor cable wires and the app. They fixed that. Less and less problems being reported with the new InMotions. Love the RS. 65-plus mile-per-hour scooter, 72-volt, 40-amp-hour, a real monster. This year, Voromotors also started repping the Tevron line. Tevron is like the Dualtron, but in my opinion, slightly better. Better suspension, very good brakes, very good top speed, very fat tires. I'd made about 5 or 6 episodes on the 7260R, the Fighter Supreme, before I dislocated my shoulder. But I definitely think the Tevron is going to be a line that's here to stay. A lot of good reports on it. The newest model is the Hookah Daytona. I haven't had a chance to ride that yet because I got it right around the time I dislocated my shoulder. I do have some content coming out. My friend Jason and his girlfriend Julia took it for a ride. They actually rode that scooter all the way from downtown to LA, back both ways. Pretty fucking tremendous. So very, very cool. Now, if you're looking at electric dirt bikes, I'm not sure what they're calling these in the bikes nowadays. If they're e-motos, electric bikes, electric dirt bikes, they're advertised on the Voromotors page as electric dirt bikes. E-Ride Pro, according to the owners of these bikes, most of the people at my group rides have been saying the E-Ride Pro, very, very top of the line, very incredible bike. The Alta Sigma, which is like a next level, super, super, super high-end bike, and then the Roar. The Roar Mantis X is the one that I have. This is the vehicle I can't wait to get back on more than anything when I'm recovered from my dislocated shoulder. But if you're looking for electric bikes, electric scooters, go to Voromotors. The link for the company is always going to be in the description. Now on to the show, which has been unfortunately me talking a lot about where I'm at with my injury. And again, thank you, Wilster, for the $20 super chat. If you want to support me through this time, I am asking the community for financial support. I'm humiliated and embarrassed to be doing it, but I make a lot of YouTube content, and I don't really get paid shit for it. So, if you want to donate to the channel, my GoFundMe is in the link of this video. It's in the link of all my recent videos as well. But I appreciate your support. Got some tremendous donations recently. Let me actually go to my GoFundMe. I always like to thank everybody who's donated. I mean, to his credit, the first donator on my GoFundMe was Melvin. He dropped a giant donation on me. Melvin, the owner of Voromotors, thank you very much for that huge donation on day one. That really went a long way. But let me thank all the donors. I will only say your name if you put your full name in the GoFundMe, because that's public information. So let's see if I can find this here. Where are the donors? Yeah, thank you to everybody who's donated. I want to specifically thank everybody at the beginning of all these. I want to thank everybody at the beginning of these at the podcast. I don't want to forget. I mean, really unbelievable those you guys have donated. Okay. Let's see, forwards in time. Again, I said the first donator before I even had it out there was Melvin with a giant $1,000 donation. Thank you very much. Thank you, Matthew Myers, Colin Rebeski, Anonymous, my friend Creationator. Thank you very much. Glenn Uden, Michael Publitt, Brad Hampton, big donation, $100. Thank you very much. Steve Perez, Stephen Dean, Paula Raimondi. Thank you very much. Paul McClellan, Neil Patterson, my real life friend. Tom Nelson, George Soto, Randy Vasquez with a big $200 donation, another real-life friend. Thank you, Randy. It means a lot to me. And George Brown. Guys, thank you very much. I'm going to give back to the community tremendously when I get back to work. Forget about the YouTube videos. That's going to happen no matter what. But I'm going to go back to teaching yoga when I'm healthy, and I can't wait. I made the mistake of giving up teaching yoga during COVID. It was really my own ego that stopped me from doing it. The classes weren't as big as they used to be. They got smaller. They got kind of burnt out. But now it's been 3-4 years since I've taught. And I can't wait to get back to it. So knowing how much the community, the world, the YouTube world, my local world has been helping me, I'm going back to teaching yoga. I can't fucking wait. I'm really excited about that. Let me say hello to everybody. What's up, Dennis? Good to see you. You never miss one. Don Scott, the Dualtron Storm owner. Mysterio 71, James, the Roadrunner expert. How you doing? Wilser, again, thank you for that $20 super chat. James DeLapp. Randall Gauss, old school, never misses an episode. Retro Shaver Dude also never misses an episode. How are you? Aubrey Bush never misses an episode. Good to see you. He's asking everybody how they're doing. Says, what's up, Scooter family? Amateur Review 73 is saying something that in another language. I can't understand it, but how are you doing? And I hope everybody is good. Thank you for joining me here on the stream. Looking forward to bullshitting with you guys for a while. So, September 12th, I dislocated my shoulder in a freak accident. It's been a horrible recovery. I'm not like in a lot of pain, but I'm bored. My whole world fell apart at the same time. So, because of the accident, I really lose the most important thing to me, which was doing the job. I love doing DoorDash. I mean, I love the job. I didn't realize how much I love the job until it was taken away from me. And there's no way I can do it right now, so I can't drive. But I can't wait to get back to it. My dogs died. Both my adult pit bulls. I mean, they were old. Don't feel too bad for me. They died, and my girlfriend dumped me. So it was like the trifecta of hell. Now what's going on is I'm waiting to have surgery. I'm having surgery December 12th. I think today's the 21st. There's 9 days left in the month. So 9 plus 12 is 21. exactly 3 days. Hey, there's my buddy Isaac, my real life friend. How you doing, Isaac? I've been watching your TikTok. I know you're doing good. It's good to see you out there, Isaac, bro. Are you still renting Wilster's scooter? Because I might want to rent his. I might want to add a gas-powered scooter to my line when I get back to work. Ken Glass 2121. So hello, sir, to you. How you doing? Isaac, I miss you, buddy. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're out there grinding money. And for the record, I saw that video. I did not think you were being impolite to that waitress. I think that you just got a cool demeanor. And, the pricks on TikTok, they got something to say about everybody, right? So I've been out of action all this time. It's been hellacious. Doing the podcast is one of my favorite things. It gives me a chance to talk. I still have a decent amount of content coming out. I have a couple of Tev Run videos coming out, some Voromotors Bikes videos coming out. But to my credit, while I've been down, I've been putting out at least 2, maybe 3 videos a week. The group ride video that came out last week, that was from a few months ago. I thought that video came out really good. Thanks everybody who watched that. Make sure you go and watch it if you haven't seen it. Support the channel. But again, I'm very grateful to have this community here. Have you guys to talk to bullshit with. We're probably going to sit here for like at least 40 to 45 minutes to talk to you guys and hang out. And there's a lot of pretty girls out here always. There's another one always. Wow. So yeah. I'm very happy to have the podcast. Give me a chance to connect and talk to you guys. If you guys got any questions or anything, please throw them out there. But yeah, so I have surgery. It was a bitch getting through the American health insurance system. The health insurance system is just freaking terrible. But I do finally have my surgery date is set for December 12th. Yeah, my girlfriend dumped me and my dogs died. Isaac, you met my girlfriend. You were at her home. Yeah, it's been rough, bro. It's been fucking rough. I mean, honestly, the girlfriend dumpage was worse than the dogs. The dogs were old. I expected them to die. I didn't expect my girlfriend to dump me. I'll get back on the horse, though. I'm going to get back on the horse. I will not give up on dating. I feel like there's no... Actually, the funny thing is when I had that... So today, let's see. I'll catch you up on all this stuff. So surgery exactly 3 weeks from now. I'm terrified about this surgery. They're going to it's arthroscopic, which means it's not that invasive. They're going to go into the shoulder with this very small tool. They're going to clean up all the and eliminate all the dead tendon that's in there. That's called the labrum. And then they're going to basically connect with I don't know what it's called actually, levers or ratchets or something, or stitches. They're going to reconnect my labrum, which is reconnect the ball and socket joint of the shoulder. Dennis says I had a problem with my knee operation. It took over a month, 45 days. Yeah, I'm waiting a long time to have this surgery. I'm glad it's scheduled and I'm good to go. But I'm very scared about what they're going to be doing. It's pretty scary. But I've been reading a lot of recovery stories about these types of surgeries, and there's a good chance I'll be almost as good as new a couple months after the surgery. The way the surgery works is you have the surgery, then I got to spend a month, I was wearing a sling at the beginning of this. I can kind of get away now without wearing it, but I'm going to have to spend about a month completely isolating the shoulder in a sling. So that means I'm just going to be home. You guys are going to be seeing the podcast. I'll probably be lying in bed. But after a month or so, you start rehab and you start moving it. And then maybe as soon as a month after that, I'll be able to go back to work. We'll see. But the doctor says since I'm athletic and I'm motivated, that I'm a really good candidate for the scooter. So I'm really excited about getting back out there and working. So before you have a surgery like this, you need to go through all this I don't know what to call it. You got to do all these tests. 3 main tests. One, you have to have a chest x-ray. I guess they need to make sure that your breathing is fine. So I'm going in for a chest x-ray. I got the referral for that. You need to have blood work. I had blood work last year, but I need to have it again. So I need to go in for blood work. And you need to have an EKG. I got the referrals for all this stuff. I have 3 weeks to have these tests. And the sooner I have them, the better. I actually got the EKG done today. So again, thank you for all the GoFundMe money, because I'm taking Uber everywhere. You guys know I don't have a car. And that's never held me back from doing anything. Isaac says, damn, I never thought that girl would break up with you. Bro, everybody feels the same. The only person who doesn't feel the same is the girl. Nobody, she became friends with all my friends. You saw her, you were at the party we had at her place. All my friends became her friends. Nobody could believe that she broke up with me. I thought we'd be together forever, but if a woman doesn't want you around, there's nothing you can do. I'm actually at 55. I'll be 55 next week. It's the first time I've ever been like heartbroken. Usually when I break up with a girl, the relationship is bad and we kind of both agree it's time to break up. This kind of caught me off guard. I don't know what to tell you, but I will move forward. But I like to hear you say that. Isaac says, damn, I never thought that girl would break up with you. Me neither, bro. Me neither. I'm hopeful that maybe there's a chance we get back together, but right now she won't return my calls, won't answer my messages. So I'm heartbroken, but what can you do? Life only moves forward and never goes backwards. So I had an EKG done today. I had to go all the way down to Santa Monica on an Uber. It was super fucking expensive. Most people know I live out here in Los Angeles without a car. And most people think that's insane. But I take my vehicles everywhere. I go from Hollywood to downtown, Hollywood to Sherman Oaks. I've gone Hollywood to Panorama City, where Voromotors is. I take my scooters everywhere. But I can't really ride the scooters anymore, so I'm taking Ubers everywhere. Isaac says, Sarah did the same to me. It really messed me up mentally. Yeah, I remember when you were going through that. Isaac's talking about when his girlfriend broke up with him. He was very upset, and I never mock somebody who has a breakup and is unhappy. It's just the worst thing ever. A lot of people don't know this, but statistically, it's harder for men to get over breakups than women. I think that's because women are used to being have more emotions, and for men, we're like more stoic. So it's been hard. It was hard for you getting over that with Sarah. I hope now it's almost a year later, Isaac. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're moving on, man. You got to get another girlfriend. But I remember you were messed up. You were sad. You told me some crazy fucking story too about how that happened, Isaac. But I've never been broken up like this before. So fuck. Sorry, guys. My brother called. I lost the stream. I forgot to turn off my notifications. But this is just life. Everybody you see has gone through a bad breakup. I feel super blessed that I've even had the women that I've had in my life. I'm thankful for every single one of them, except for that one girl that cheated on me. That was actually almost worse. That was different. I was angry. That made me angry, being cheated on. This breakup, I'm just sad. I've never felt like sadness like this before. I'm better. I'm a lot better now than I was a month ago or 6 weeks ago. I mean, I was in fucking hell. For a while, I was hiking twice a day just to get oxygen to my brain, to get my mind off of it. Hey, what's up, Point OG3YC? How you doing? Don Scott says, men think women will never change, and women think they can change the man. Neither is true. Yes, that's the truth. My thoughts on relationships are more flexible. I never say that all women are this, all women are that. I believe we're just all different. I believe that a relationship can work. It's just hard. I think to really make a relationship work, you need like two very spiritually, philosophically evolved people, emotionally. But the thing is, most of us are not. You look around you, you see people that look like adults, but on the inside, they're kids. It's a very common thing. Many of us are just regressed. Point OG is 3 asking how my hand is. My hands are okay. My hands were always bothering me from doing a lot of riding. It's interesting how it still hurts a little bit, but my thumb pads were killing me from breaking for so many years on these vehicles. But anyhow, so let me get back onto the recovery story. Not the recovery, but so you got to take these 3 tests: a blood test, a chest X-ray, and an EKG before you have major surgery. I guess they want to make sure you don't fucking die on the table, right? So I went to Santa Monica today to get my EKG. EKG is nothing. They lie you down, they put stickers on you with wires, and you don't feel anything. It takes like 5 minutes. It was funny though, since I'm so fucking hairy, the nurse was having trouble getting the stickers to stick to my body. I told her I should have shaved. But anyhow, so never had an EKG before. I wasn't worried about it. It's like the least invasive of a test. And the nurse asked me when I was done, she says, "Are you an athlete? Do you work out?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a personal trainer. I've actually, in the last couple of months, been doing a lot of hiking." She said, "Yeah, I guess you have a very low resting heart rate. If you have a low resting heart rate and you're overweight, that's bad. But I have what's called like an athlete's heart rate. So when you're very fit, like some marathon runners, some very experienced runners, their resting heart rate will be like in the 30s. Mine was like in the mid 40s, which is very low. But if you're in shape, oh, Isaac dropped me 99 cents. Thank you very much, brother. He says about his ex-girlfriend. He says, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I miss her, but I'm getting over it. Yeah, bro, there's no time frame on how long it takes to get over a bad relationship. It's like getting over a death. I mean, I have whenever I'm sad, I think about my other friend, who her name happens to be Sarah. Her boyfriend died in a motorcycle accident like 8 years ago. I mean, I don't know, how do you get over that? They were very close. They had a very intense relationship. They lived together, and I was very good friends with this guy. His name was Aaron. Rest in peace. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking cry. Aaron was an amazing guy, really interesting guy too. Taught me a lot about fixing scooters and you're working on vehicles. Real hands-on mechanical guy. He drove his motorcycle and he got hit by a truck and died. Terrible story. I mean, imagine having to go to the morgue and identify your boyfriend. Imagine you wake up with your boyfriend, everything's fine, then you get a call at the end of the day. Hey, is this the next of kin for Aaron? I mean, I don't know how you survive that, but my friend Sarah is alive and kicking. She's doing okay. Some things you never get over. So I feel heartbroken about the end of this relationship. I'm sad about losing my dogs, but the humans in my life are alive. And on Thursday, I'm going to an amazing Thanksgiving dinner. I'm very lucky that you guys know I'm a brokey. I guess that's the expression kids use nowadays, which I don't think I'm poor, but I am broke. Broke just meaning that I generally live week to week. I'm spiritually not poor because I have a good friend network and, different reasons. But on Thursday, my friend Dave, who is like my closest friend from high school, we went to college together. He always has parties for holidays. He has an amazing Thanksgiving dinner. So that'll be on Thursday. I'll get to hang out with my friends. The sad part about this Thanksgiving dinner is the last couple of years, I always brought my girlfriend to these parties. And I know everybody's going to be asking me, where is your girlfriend? I don't want to say her name. Where is she? And I'm going to have to explain to everybody what happened. And I'm not looking forward to that. It's like, I'm just not looking forward to explaining. I am looking forward to dating. I've actually been looking at Facebook dating, and there's a lot of girls on there. There's a lot of girls. Facebook is kind of good for dating, the dating app, because the girls they're kind of like more your age. Facebook is more of a older demographic. Like the younger generation doesn't use Facebook for anything. They use Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. But people under 30, almost under 40, don't really use Facebook much. But I met my girlfriend on Facebook dating. I met her. She was the second woman that I talked to. I barely talked to anybody. And I've been looking at Facebook dating, kind of, just looking at the pictures, reading profiles. And I know there's going to be another girl out there for me. Isaac says, Sarah cheated on me and broke up with me. It's whatever now. I want my peace, so staying single. I hear you. You're also very young, Isaac, so you'll make a comeback. You'll get back to dating. You'll accidentally bump into somebody. That's what I think will happen. This is a very true statement. You often meet somebody. Right. This is actually a guy on a gas tank. This is very cool. You'll often meet somebody when you're not looking. That happens. But I'm ready to date again. I'm definitely going to get back out there. But anyhow, so I got my EKG done, got one of the 3 tests I need before the surgery. And, the nurse said that you have a great heart rate. Yeah, Chexologist, we're at number 100, man. We've been doing this for a full year. Again, thank you, Voromotors. Thank you, everybody who donates to my GoFundMe, who drops me super chats, who joins my Patreon, who watches my videos. But, so yeah, I have, now it's exactly 3 weeks until surgery. I'm super, super, super fucking nervous about it. The doctor seems very smart, very competent. And I have like a plan. Like there's stuff that I'm going to do when I come back. When I make my comeback, I'm definitely going to go back to doing DoorDash. I'm definitely going to go back to riding the scooters, riding the bikes. I've actually been talking to Wilser, my good friend William. Thank you very much, Chexologist. About I might want to add a gas-powered scooter, a moped, or whatever you want to call them, to my lineup. Just because if you want to make the big money, there is a limitation with the scooters, that's the battery size. Although the Tevron 7260, I put in massive shifts on that, guys. I put in a 50 and a 60-mile shift on that. But ultimately, the stand-up scooters are dangerous. Hey, there's What Traffic. Gustavo, how you doing, buddy? Dropping a $9.99 super chat on me. Thank you very much. Bro, I can't wait to hang out with you again. It's been, 3 years since we met? My friend What Traffic owns a Dualtron X. Finally got it back. I've actually been talking to Ryan. Ryan's actually going to come in. The first thing that I got from Voromotors was a Dualtron Storm. You might not know this. Voromotors doesn't sell Dualtrons anymore, but it used to be one of the products that they repped. And this was over 3 years ago. Honestly, I was actually on the verge of giving up the YouTube channel because there's not that much money in YouTube, and it's a lot of work. And it can be frustrating, very frustrating. So I was almost on the verge of giving up making videos. And I'm just sitting there hanging out doing my thing. And I get a Facebook message from Melvin. And I'm like, who the fuck is this Melvin guy? He says, hey, Yogi Steve, you got to get rid of that Dualtron Ultra, which was my Dualtron Ultra, had 11,000 miles on it. And we want to give you a Dualtron Storm. I was like, what, you going to give me a what? And I consider that like a $5,000 plus. The Dualtrons, when they were new, the Storm was like almost a $5,000 scooter. You can get them a little cheaper now. But Melvin gave me, and he didn't even ask me for anything. This is the crazy thing. He didn't say make a video. He didn't say use our affiliate links. He just gave me a Storm. So I was like, wow, so $5,000. Like, all right, I'll do this for another year. Like if I could get, that's $400 a month, right? If I get $400 a month, I don't make $400 a month through my ads on YouTube. I make about $200. I make a little more if you guys donate with the super chats. But Melvin gave me a Dualtron Storm. And really, it was like life-changing for me. Then I became much more of a serious YouTuber. I got much more into promoting and selling. I had a tremendous 2023, 2024 selling scooters. Now I don't really sell as many scooters. I don't really know why. I think that Honey has stolen a lot of the affiliate money. But I don't really care because I get a lot of benefits from working with Voromotors. They pay me for the podcast. They give me free scooters. But Melvin really saved the channel, so I'm eternally loyal to Melvin. He made a big donation to my GoFundMe, and the Roadrunner Pro 2 is going to come out hopefully right around the time where I get back on the road, and I'll be riding that vehicle. Man, it's fucking cold out here. I'm going to put on my hat. I think I have a hat with me, right? Yeah. This hat's probably covered in fucking dog hair, though. Yeah, this is fine. It's getting cold out here. So, okay, point being is, what I was telling What Traffic, how I've been talking to Ryan. Ryan, if you guys watch my old videos, he's my mechanic. I think one thing about owning an electric vehicle, the big question is, what vehicle should I get, right? Which is the best one? I think the real big question should be, who's your mechanic going to be? Because when you have an electric vehicle, like an electric scooter or an electric bike, there are not stores, garages, you can just bring your vehicle in to get fixed. There's just not. There's almost nowhere. If you're lucky, if you live near Voromotors, you can bring your vehicle there, but the market is fucking huge. So before you decide on what vehicle am I going to get, do some research into finding a mechanic. So I remember for a few years before I met Ryan, my amazing scooter mechanic, bike mechanic, electric vehicle mechanic, PEV mechanic, if my vehicle broke, I would just buy another one. It was crazy. Like, you couldn't fix these things. Then I met Ryan, and I made a whole bunch of videos with him. You remember back in the day. Those videos are still up there. Those videos still get hits. I still get comments on those videos. And Ryan is something of a genius. The difficulty with electric scooters is your mechanic needs to know how to do different skill sets. So first of all, they need bicycle skill sets, right? Or bike skill sets, or moped skill sets. They need to know how to do brakes. They need to know how to do tires. Then they need to know how to work on the frame, which is not really that hard, except the folding mechanism in most of these vehicles is very difficult to understand. Then the most difficult thing is you need to know how to fix electronics. So luckily, my friend Ryan, he's a union electrician. So he's an electronics genius. He can fix anything. So anyhow, Gustavo and you guys, I was talking to Ryan the other day. I said, hey, listen, I need a new tire on my Dualtron Storm. The front tire is flat. I don't know how to replace it. I need a new tire. He luckily has a new tire ready for me, and he's going to install it. And that way I'm going to sell my Dualtron Storm. If you're looking for a great deal, listen to this guy. Man, that is fucking loud. Pretty nice motorcycle. See, we're out here on Hollywood Boulevard. But anyhow, so Ryan is going to probably come maybe this weekend and put a new tire on my Storm, and then I'm going to list it on Facebook Marketplace and I'm going to sell it. It's actually going to be an amazing deal for some. Anytime I sell one of my vehicles, I'm getting cold. When I sell one of my vehicles, it's a really good deal for the buyer. I really try to give the buyer a good deal. 1 second, guys. I always try to give the buyers of whatever I'm selling a good deal. Now, I don't really sell my Voromotors scooters. I've sold a couple of them that have kind of gone out of stock, like, and we don't sell them anymore. Usually, like, I'll sell vehicles, like I'll get like an electric bike from a random company, make the video that I promised, and I'll sell it. Mini Jim says, I love big women. I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't mind a big girl. My girlfriend before this girlfriend, she had some size on her. But I'm not like a fattest when it comes to women. I feel like my commentary on women and body size, it's a little racist. Like, some races of women are better big. I don't want to talk about that. But anyhow, so what's my fucking point? What was I talking about? Okay, so I'm selling my Dualtron Storm, but I need to put a front tire on it. I always give a good deal. Hang on. Achoo! Achoo! I always give a good deal to the person buying my vehicles, mainly because it's always like a young person, and you know if they're like buying a used PEV, you know that they're really trying to save money. So I've always been like really happy, really comfortable with the vehicles that I sell, the people that I sell them to. I give them a really good deal. So I'm going to be selling my Dualtron Storm. I'm probably going to sell it for like $1,200 to $1,500. I'd be happy to get $1,200 for it. I mean, at this point, it's got like 4,000 miles on it, which is not that much. 3,500. It's a few years old, but it's in perfect working condition. That is the one thing about Dualtrons. They age amazingly well. Dualtron, believe it or not my favorite scooter because the stems are too low and the suspension is not as good as other scooters. Like the Tevron has a way better cushy suspension. But I'm going to be selling my Storm. So I'll be seeing Ryan hopefully this week. He's going to come to my place, install a tire. He also can't believe that I broke up with my girlfriend. He met her. I mean, whatever. Like, it's a fuck. I feel like I'm obsessed with this shit. So, but yeah, all right. It looks like we got some comments in here. Jaxologist says, no shortage of mechanics here in New York City. A major city with a strong public transport network demands wide usage of e-scooters. That I can believe. I've seen videos of the New York scene. It does seem like there's more places out there. Oh, the original stand-up motorized scooter, the AutoPed, was invented in Long Island. Very interesting. Mini Jim again with I love big women. That's fucking hysterical. Chaxologist says scooters are far superior to cars all day anyway. It can go on sidewalks and alleyways if I want to dodge traffic. Yeah, I've been taking a lot of Ubers recently, and I talk to the drivers, and I say, why don't you do DoorDash? And they say, because you can't park anywhere. Parking out here is just such a fucking bitch. I can't wait to get back to work. But I'm excited to see my buddy Ryan. Hopefully I'll get him here this weekend, and he'll fix his tire for me, and I'm going to sell my Dualtron Storm. I mean, it'll be sad to see it go, but I have a Dualtron Ultra 2, which I'm going to keep. I love that scooter. I still have that. And I have so many fucking scooters right now. I don't really need the Storm. I'm definitely going to sell it. Cut two. Don Scott says $1,200 is cheaper than a new Storm battery. Yeah, it's a good deal. Those of you guys don't know, my understanding is the batteries on these vehicles are rated for about 20,000 kilometers, which is about 12,000 miles. So that's pretty good. And this scooter only has 3,500 miles on it. The battery's got 8,000 miles left on it. It's a really good deal. I've never had anybody buy one of my vehicles and then contact me and tell me they're having trouble with it. Well, that's probably because when they buy it, I tell them, listen, when you buy this, you know, there's no warranty. You just got to take it the way it is. Wow. Crazy. Look how crazy the boulevard is right now. I see Bitcoin is down to 85K. Once we reach the 40-minute mark, I'll probably take us for a walk. I'll get us on the road. The signal doesn't stay as good, but I feel like sitting down with you guys for 40, 45 minutes is good. That way, I always like to talk to you guys before we start walking. Once I start walking, I can't really answer questions that well. But the boulevard's looking pretty busy. Like it's always tourist season in Hollywood. This is a tourist town. But, and as it gets towards winter, even though that's holiday season, people don't come here as much for the winter. It's not like it's cold here. It's warmer here than it is like on the East Coast. Chexologist says, yeah, all the better when Bitcoin is down for a massive discount when the rally confirms back up. Yeah, well, one thing I'm going to do is part of my recovery plan is I'm young enough where I can save up money. Like I've been telling myself this myth for a long time that I don't make enough money to save money. But since I've been not working and I'm just staying home this past couple months, I've learned that I can live very, very frugally. So when I go back to work, I'm going to engage. I might even start like another YouTube channel about like rebuilding your finances after 50 or when you're older. But I'm confident. There's a scooter. What kind of scooter is that? Yeah, oh, this is a Segway. I'm confident that I can save up money. I don't want to end up like my dad. I mean, he would never watch this, so I'm kind of estranged from my father. He would never watch the podcast, so he wouldn't know. But my dad is 85 years old. To his credit, he doesn't have dementia, but he's broke. And he was rich. We were a rich family growing up. Like I've made and lost a whole bunch of fortunes in my life, like small fortunes, like six-figure fortunes. But I think I can do it again. I can save up a lot of money. And my retirement plan is to move somewhere out of America when I want to. I don't really think I'll ever really retire and stop working, but I want to save up as much money as I can, whether that's $50,000, $100,000, $250,000. When I go back to work, I'm going to start investing. And the cool thing about investing nowadays, it used to be if you wanted to buy like stocks, bonds, whatever, almost any sort of investment, you needed a broker. The only thing you could really invest in back in the day without a broker was like gold and silver. So, but nowadays you can buy small amounts of anything, right? You can buy crypto, you can buy stocks, bonds, you can use Robinhood, you can use all these apps. But I'm definitely going to start saving. I actually do have an Acorns account. If you guys know what Acorns is, I have kind of been saving. I have a couple $1,000 in there. I don't really want to go into there. That's like all my savings. But yeah, when I get back to work, I'm going to rededicate myself to saving money, living frugally. I'm going to go back to teaching yoga, which is it's another way to make money, but it's also another way to give back to the community. And I love teaching. I love using my voice. So it's going to be a new life. When I recover from this fucking surgery. And I'll get a new girlfriend. I mean, listen, maybe I'll get back together with my old girlfriend. This is up to her. I guess she's not talking to me. But there's a lot of women out there. There's no doubt a lot of women out there. Like I was saying earlier, I was looking at like my types of women on Facebook. Look at these guys right here. See these guys coming through here on their little bike? What is that? Those are literally exactly like what is gonna kill the electric bike world. Those were like what look like teenagers on a Sur-On type bike. But I can't wait to first of all, I'm gonna rededicate myself to working out because man, I'm getting soft. My weight is actually staying down because by not eating at restaurants, I'm not really gaining any weight. I'm still eating I'm eating like too much chocolate. Like I'm kind of addicted to like junk food, like sweets. But I've been primarily eating for my diet, like eggs and potatoes and rice, and some sort of like fibrous product like cucumbers, like really just cucumbers, to be honest with you, because you got to eat a fiber. And I take like a multivitamin. But I'm going to rededicate myself to living like more healthy, work out more regularly. I'm probably going to have some pretty good before and after photos. But let's see if I'm getting fat. Let's do the belly check. How am I looking here? I still look okay. It's weird. That's one thing about being on testosterone replacement therapy. It's like I'm kind of keeping some muscle on me without working out. And I've been hiking. Yeah, I was pretty amazed when I went to get this EKG today. The nurse was like, you have a really low resting heart rate. She said, if you were obese, if you were out of shape, we would say this was a dangerous thing. But you have what's called like a runner's heart, an athlete's heart. Stuart, what's going on, buddy? Another local friend of mine. Looking forward to hanging out with you again. Hopefully I'll see you at the ride. How's your V2 doing? He says sweet potatoes are good for fiber. Yeah, you know what? Maybe next time I go and get potatoes, because I buy like a big 5-pound bag at a time, maybe I should get sweet potatoes instead. Because regular potatoes don't really have a lot of fiber. Actually, let's look this up. I don't actually know this. Fiber content, regular potatoes versus sweet potatoes. I know you're into health and fitness, Stuart. I've seen the videos of you. Sweet potatoes have higher fiber content than regular potatoes, 3 to 3 grams per 100 grams compared to 2 to 2.3. It's actually not that big of a difference. But yeah, but sweet potatoes are also awesome. So, but I've been living like so cheaply. You know, I buy like 18 eggs at a time, a 5-pound bag of potatoes, a couple of big like English cucumbers. And one big barometer of my diet is if I'm pooping regularly. You know, as long as I have a big solid poop every day, I know I'm eating enough fiber. I'm not like, I don't overeat fiber. A lot of people, like vegans especially, they kind of overeat fiber. T-Knox, that comment got blocked. Sorry, you have a nice penis. It's very funny. I like it when I get trolled. That means that new people are watching the vlog. But whoever blocked that, thank you very much, Don Scott. Chexologist says, yes, fiber and probiotics from yogurt are great combinations for fostering healthy gut flora. This is another thing I should add to my diet, actually, because it's not expensive. Actually, what I should add to my diet is what I ate for a long time was plain yogurt with fruit. Like not vanilla flavored, but just plain full-fat yogurt, and I would add like strawberries to it. Maybe that's what I should pick up today. I'm going to go to Target from here on the way home. Maybe I'll pick up some of that. But yeah, I don't really eat any probiotic foods. I usually only eat like a sauerkraut. Stuart says, my V2 is good. I need to bleed the brakes, but I'm also looking at the Rizzler bike from Ronster Rides. Ooh, what's that? Is that Sir Rizzler? Is that Sir Ronster's bike? I haven't heard of that yet. Yeah, I mean, you need an upgrade, right? The V2 is very cooler. Okay, Rizzler e-bike. Looking this up right now. Oh, Ronster Rides. It's got to be. Oh, obviously that's Sir Ronster's company. Oh wow. Oh, I see. It's got that low price, and it's sold out too, and it's not coming. They're not going to be delivered until after November 29th. This is pretty cool. $2,200. That's a pretty good deal, man. That's going to be competition for the. It's going to be competition for the eMove Roadrunner Pro, but it's got a small battery. That's the only thing about that I can see about this Rizzler. It's got a 60 volt, 26 amp hour. 26 amp hours is pretty small, but you can always add more batteries. And I'm not against supporting Sir Ronster. I mean, he's fucking awesome. I love the idea that he's got his own bike, and it looks like he's releasing that bike like right now. It looks pretty cool. The best content that I ever saw in my life on YouTube was Sir Ronster in China. When he saw all these, he saw all the factories where they make all these bikes. It's freaking amazing. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I listen. I got you.
I'm a veteran, bro.
Thank you for your service. Here you go, buddy. We'll get it. I mean, I'm sitting here with a GoFundMe. I can't deny a guy asking me for money. This guy he saw me talking. He stopped. He just stared at me. I tried to ignore him. I feel like if I'm asking for a GoFundMe, if a guy wants $1 from me, I can give him $1. Plus, he's a veteran, you know. But anyhow, hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, OC Eats? Good to see you, buddy. Chexologist says I get most of my fiber from blueberries and plain Greek yogurt. People like the Greek yogurt because it's got more protein, right? I was never really a fan of that. I kind of like regular yogurt, but hey, Greek yogurt all the way. But so yeah, Sir Ronster made, I think, the best content that I've ever seen on YouTube. The best PEV content was when Sir Ronster went to China, and he was able to go inside the factories where they make the parts. They make, like, you know, all these. To my understanding, there's no like one factory that makes a bike. There are factories that get the parts and assemble the bike, but there's no factory that like manufactures all the parts for a bike and makes the bike. The way it works, I guess, is there's one giant factory that makes rims, one giant factory that makes tires, one giant factory that makes brakes, one giant factory that makes the frames. So we kind of knew this on the surface, but nobody's ever seen it before. Sir Ronster went to China. And the content that he put out, I mean, I'm nothing but envious. I mean, I can't imagine. Saronster is fucking rich. I mean, his videos to get 1 to 4 million views per video, and it's just insane. Actually, let's look at it right now. Let's look at it really quickly. Let's see how Saronster's videos are doing recently. I don't really watch like all his videos, but he's got 3.1 million subs. Oh my God, in his last videos, 1.3, 1.7, 1.7, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2.6 million, 3 million, 3.5 million. You know how much money he makes on these fucking, his YouTube ad revenue is a fortune alone. Or 6.3 million on the Stark Ride video. Fucking crazy. Super envious of this guy. It's almost unfair that, you know, the PEV market, like nobody gets views like these. Stuart Grant says, how much do you think Saronster makes on an average video from ad revenue? Let me think. Let me just compare it to like how much I make. And it's not that, I really don't make a lot. I make a couple $100 every month. I get like maybe 30, 40, 50,000 views a month. So by that barometer, let's say at best I get 50,000 views a month. I don't think I even get that much anymore. I used to get more. Let's say I get $250 for that. He must get, he posts twice a week. He must get, probably does 20 million views a month, right? So by what factor is 20 million more than 50,000? It's 40 times, right? I bet you he gets at least $10,000 a month from ad revenue. But I think he makes much more money from his sponsorships, right? I mean, I know he sponsors different things. He's got his own bike company. I don't really know, to be honest with you. It's really hard to say. You can go to Social Blade. Actually, let's look that up. Social Blade is the most inaccurate. It really gives you the most inaccurate guesstimation of how much you make. Hold on a second. Social Blade Saronster. Kirk563 says some guys have all the luck. I mean, I don't think it's all luck. He does make great content. The only luck in YouTube is starting early. The earlier you start, the better, and sticking with it and being prolific. Social Blade Saronster. This is usually super inaccurate. Well, okay, well, and the range they give you is crazy. They say he makes anywhere from $74 to $1.2 million a year, anywhere from $6,000 to $100,000 a month. I don't know if that's accurate at all. We can compare it to mine. Mine is going to be super pathetic, I'm sure, but. All right, so Social Blade says that I make, it's actually not too far off, $350 a year to $6,000. It's really, I feel like it's the in-between number. I usually make like $250 a month, so that's $3,000 a year. But I have gotten, let's see, how many views have I gotten in total? I got 131,000 in the last 30 days. That's pretty good. It doesn't really say. But, you know, my videos get what they get. My videos get 1, 2, 3,000 views. For a while, I made most of my money through being an affiliate at Voromotors, selling scooters. Kirk563 says, I was going to start a YouTube news channel a few years ago, but I found out that it's all rigged. Yeah, I mean, you can call it rigged. It's very difficult. Nowadays, if you want to start a channel, you used to be able to make like kind of not great content and get popular. But nowadays, like the standard is so high. Like if you're starting a new channel, like you can't do what I do. Honestly, I edit on iMovie. I don't really have a good editing program. But if you want to start a channel nowadays, you really have to like do it professionally to make it successful. Actually, you have a better chance of being successful on TikTok. Dashjiro, how you doing, my friend? Makoto Warrior Gamer, formerly known as Dashjiro. It's good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Hope you're riding your bike a lot and you're doing well. It's good to see you. But yeah, starting a channel, YouTube is very, very, very hard. I have friends that have had channels for years that, you know, don't get anywhere near the views that I get. So I'm grateful for the views that I get. but it's just a very, very difficult business. I think if you want to have success on social media, you're probably better off doing TikTok. That's the thing about TikTok is even if you're small and new, you have a chance of getting views because they have a much bigger viewership, and you can have videos on there that get millions of views if you just get a little bit lucky. You don't have to have like the most professional content, although that does help a lot. I'm glad you're doing good, Dashiro. But yeah, YouTube is a bitch. It's very, very difficult. Like I have my other channel, YOGI STEVE Journal, which I really should work on more, but I've just been lazy, and now I should probably be doing it now. But I'm just like I just want to talk. I just want to. I can't really like all of a sudden make great videos. Like I really just like to talk to people, let people listen to me, and I love doing the delivery videos. I'll tell you this: when I go back to doing DoorDash, I'm definitely going to live stream a lot. I stopped live streaming a lot of my DoorDash sessions because it's just so much work. But shit, I would get a lot of super chats through that, and it's a great way to promote the channel and stay connected to the community. So I miss that. When I go back to doing deliveries, I'm definitely going to live stream my sessions a lot more. Alrighty, guys. So we're down to the last 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. I'm going to take us for a little bit of a walk, and then we're going to be done. So we did a good stream. I always try to do an hour. You see this bag? You see this bag here? This was actually somebody like this was in like when you live in a big apartment building in Hollywood. Fucking shoulder. People are always like throwing away stuff, and somebody was like throwing away this bag, and I got this bag for free. It's actually an amazing fucking bag. All right, so let's go for a walk on Hollywood Boulevard. I'll show you guys what's going on out here. Let me get rid of this coffee. It's too late in the day for me to be drinking this anyhow. All right, here we go. Always like to give you guys a little bit of Hollywood Boulevard when we're out here. Hopefully the signal will hold up. Hopefully my mic will hold up. This is like something that's like super common out here. There's all these stands of people selling stuff. This guy's selling like wallets, little keychains, little Labubus. Just like basically junk. And you guys can see Hollywood Boulevard is actually still pretty busy. See all the people out here? This is a Man's Chinese. We got across from it. This is a Wahlburgers. I ate there literally one time. It was like the worst fucking thing I ever had in my life. And this is Man's Chinese. I've seen a lot of movies here. Chaxologist is asking me, so it's getting cold here as well. It's near freezing in the Northeast already. Yeah, no, I'm in contact with my family in New Jersey and New York, and I know it's getting cold there for sure. It's truly the winter time. It's getting cold here, but it's not freezing, and it only gets like so cold here. It's cold at night. I've actually been doing like a little bit of cold therapy, where I go onto my balcony. Like if I'm most depressed early in the morning and late at night. That's like when your brain starts fucking spinning. During the day, I'm less depressed because I've actually just been playing internet poker every single day, almost all day, and making some money. I can't complain. I put $100 into the account September 15th. It's now 2 months later, and I've got like $1,300 in there. So that's really good. I'm playing small stakes, but my depression from being home so much, it's way worse in the mornings and way worse at night. Look at this. How do you like to be this person right here? She loves Jesus. She's spreading the word of Jesus. But you guys can see the boulevard is pretty freaking busy. It's not like it's dead out here. Oh, I'm getting close to McDonald's, and every time we do this walk, I always say I'm going to go to McDonald's, but most of the time I change my mind. Man, the hot dogs smell fucking good today. But yeah, I want to avoid junk food. Like I was saying earlier, like I save money by not eating out. Problem, McDonald's is like it's cheap, but the quality is only getting worse. It seems like you can see the boulevard is busy. Hollywood Boulevard is busy. This is the Hollywood and Highland Mall. You see the sign right there for Sephora. That's the Sephora that we've done a lot of pickups at. Dolby Theater. Yeah, the weather's pretty good here. Well, this guy's got a pretty cool scooter right there. I wonder what that is. It's interesting. There's so many brands out here nowadays. That's a nice looking little scooter. The boulevard's pretty busy. There is a Fat Burger down here. I would actually love to go eat Fat Burger, but I'm not going to go. The problem is it's like $20. If you want to eat anything out here, it's so fucking expensive. I'm better off. We'll just cross the street and we'll go to Target. There's always a spider. All right, so my guess is this is the guy that we saw earlier on his gas-powered bike. So this guy is on a gas-powered bike, and I guess he's in trouble. I think he's registered. He says he's got registration. I think this guy's getting in trouble. It's hard to tell. I think this guy's getting in trouble for having like a gas bike. Interesting. It looks like he's showing him registration and everything. I try not to fuck. I try not to fuck with the police. Yeah, this... Yeah, this guy is getting busted for this bike right now. That's why electric is so much better. They don't really fuck with the electric bikes. I don't know why they're fucking with that guy. That's some bullshit. He's just riding around peacefully. Although I think he might actually be on the sidewalk. That's why. This is some of the worst pizza in fucking Hollywood. And what they charge for this is a fucking crime. It used to be the only pizza place out here, but now there's a better place down here called Joe's. Yeah, checks all. Just there is no license plate on that thing. But I mean, shit, the thing is powered by a fucking like a lawnmower, like a lawnmower motor. It's fucking nothing. It's ridiculous fucking with him. All right, so we're gonna cross over here. We're gonna walk back. We're gonna go through Target. Ask those guys about these scooters. This is a pretty cool scooter.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I'm actually streaming for my channel. It's called Electric Scooter Academy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
This is the Drivetron DT10.
Very cool.
45 miles per hour. It's a beast. I've taken some hits on it.
You need a new front tire.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
I just got my replacement, so yeah.
All right, man. Well, good luck with it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Of course.
Of course.
I like it's called the Drivetron. It's almost like they stole the Dualtron name. That's pretty funny. All right, now we're on the north side of the boulevard. It'll take us through here, and I'm going to take myself to Target. I need to pick up some groceries, and I'm going to go home, play more poker, and then start whacking off for the rest of the night. Yeah, I don't like the mornings, and I don't like the evenings. If you suffer, like, I'm not going to say I suffer from depression. I'm just going through shit that's making me depressed. So it's like the mornings and the evenings are the fucking worst. Really, the mornings are the worst. Evening's not so bad because you're going to smoke weed all night. ATI Cross X, how you doing? Says you were lucky. Police don't fuck with e-scooters even though they are illegal. In the EU, we get $2,000 fine if they see you on 30-mile-per-hour scooters. Yeah, I'm aware of that, how like in the UK, and in a lot of countries, they're just much more strict. By the way, everybody thinks that California is pure liberal, right? But there's obviously like a pretty strong conservative contingency here because this guy sells all these Trump hats. There he is. How you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You can do it. I'm out. This you can see this guy sells Make America MAGA hats basically on the boulevard. Where is he? Where's the guy? It's a really tall guy. But this is all like Trump stuff. So I think I've done a pretty good job over the years of being apolitical. My stance on politics is they're all fucking scumbags. They're all fucking scumbags. They're all self-serving scumbags. These are pretty popular out here. I've actually never ordered any of this before. Pretty nice. This is the Hollywood and Highland Mall. We've been kicked out of here a bunch of times. And that fruit smells good, though. They got these little mini. I don't even know what these cars are. Yeah, all these people selling junks. So you can see the boulevard's still pretty busy out here. Do you agree with me, Kirk? Yeah, I mean, that's my take on politics. Is they're all self-serving scumbags. I mean, I liked Obama. I thought Obama was kind of cool. I thought that at least he was young. The problem with political shit is most of these people are so fucking old. You know, it's like I'm ready for the next generation to take over, but you know, boomers have a death grip on politics. But it is what it is. I don't blame. Whatever. It's the week. It's the weekend. It's Friday actually. I always think that those are the Rough Riders when I see those guys on the bikes. More junk. Alrighty, guys. I think we did a full hour. Guys, it was fun hanging out with you. Thank you for brightening my day a little bit. Make sure you hit up my GoFundMe if you want to donate to the channel. Any and all support is appreciated. I'm humbled and humiliated for doing that. But here, check this. Check this out. See the fucking police. The police are fucking with that poor guy on just a bicycle with a motor on it. These guys are out here with dirt bikes, no helmets, driving like complete assholes, doing wheelies on Hollywood Boulevard. Go after these guys. Alrighty, guys. Again, thanks for your support. Oh, here they go. He's lighting them up, but they're just going to drive away. See, they're lighting up. They're lighting up the guys on the dirt bikes, but they're not going to go after them.
Anywhere else.
That's so funny.
T-shirts and shop.
Alrighty, guys. Again, thanks for your support. Next stream's going to be on Sunday. I'll see you there. Take it easy.